Hey guys, this is Kartika Kandwal from Apex FinServ and I'm back with your daily dose of charts for tomorrow's trading session consisting of both the equity watchlist and the index outlook. Now, starting with the equities as usual, talking about today's trades first, we had just one trigger that was Jubilant Foods and that gave the target pretty nicely. So we had a 1% target hit in a smooth manner and a good green day as usual. Just recently closed a long trade on silver to book 500 points from the zone till there. But still, all things considered, we had a good green trading session and I hope the same goes for you as well. Starting with the trades for tomorrow's trading session, we have Jubilant Foods again. We are going to go for a short position here, keeping in mind the trend line and the lower low lower high formation at the nearest swing high of 2300, with the stop loss going at 2325 and ideal targets 1% on the downside. Now moving on to the second script that we have is HUL Hindustan Unilever. Here we are going to go for a long position simply because we have a similar low made and the candle body structure does not really resonate any further selling pressure. So we're going to go for a long at a pullback of 2125 at the previous swing low, stop loss at 2100 and ideal targets 1% on the upside. Moving on to Bajaj Auto. Well, this script is pretty frustrating to trade in nature because I have been observing this ever since it has had this range of 3050 to 2950. It broke out of that multiple times, a fake out बहुत दिया है. This time too it has reclaimed it, so we're going to go for a short at 3050, stop loss at 3080 and ideal targets straight up 30 points on the downside or 1%. Moving on to ACC, keeping in mind the strength of the trend that it has observed all of a sudden. If you look at this from the end of September, it has gone up like a rocket. So we're going to go for a long position at a pullback, obviously at 1500, stop loss at 1480, ideal targets 1% on the upside. Moving on to the next one, Titan. Titan, as you can see, it is in a range. It is range bound very tightly of 1240 to 1265 or 1267, 1270. So we're going to go for a short on the upside at 1270, stop loss at 1285 and ideal targets 1% on the downside. Now moving on to the index side of things, starting with Nifty as usual. First, Nifty, it's the scene on the chart is a bit better than what we had on the previous couple of days, wherein we had lack of supply zones, but now we seem to have plenty. We have two, and as of now, the current market price is already at a decisive zone for the short-term trend establishment. So we are going to go for a short either near 12,000 or long near 11,850, 11,835. Whichever one's first come first serve basis execution. Of course, observing the candle formation at that zone. Coming to the option chain side of things, we have immediate resistance at 12,000 with a massive 1.2 million added contracts just today, and significant at 12,100 with 851,000 added contracts. On the support side, we have 11,900 with 150,000 added contracts, pretty less, but let's see, and significant with 11,800 with even lesser 100,000 added contracts. Keeping in mind the quantity of options being written, we generally see the puts that have been written, they are not as much. When we talk about the PCR comes out to be at 0.89, which is pretty bearish, aligning with the lack of put writers right now. So it seems to make more sense to me to go short at 12,000 rather than to go long at 11,850. But let's see how it opens is going to play a big part on the direction it moves in tomorrow. Moving on to Bank Nifty do decisive zone at 23,600, upside 200 points ka move agar sustained hai, downside upside 400 points ka move if sustained, and downside 400 points ka move if broken down. So either way you can go for a good strong joyride on Bank Nifty, you won't regret it. Upside or downside depends on your personal conviction and bias. On the option chain side of things, we have resistance immediate at 24,000, aligning with the zones at 517,000 added contracts, with significant resistance at 24,200, a bit far away with the Fibonacci level with 391,000 added contracts. On the support side, we have 23,700, more or less the current market price, with 94,000 added contracts, and significant support at 23,500 with 222,000 added contracts. And the PCR comes out to be at 0.96, which is again bearish. which is well aligning with the lack of put writers. But let's see how it all adds up tomorrow. It is going to be an interesting day to trade. Now this marks the end of all that I had to discuss with you guys for today. I hope you guys had an exciting trading session today. Well, even if it wasn't exciting, I sure hope you guys ended on the green side of things. As usual, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, comment something nice, and well, press that bell notification icon too. And of course, if you want all this material, you can always check out the Telegram channel at the rate Apex FinServe, and everything is posted there. I hope you know that already. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have another green trading session tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.